like to call ourselves the three-headed monster. Like we got me, Zaid, Trey Meek, and we all bring different attributes. Like I'm the fast person, the agility. Then we got Zaid. He's a mix of me and Trey Meek. Trey Meek Hudson, he's a power back going into his sophomore year, 6'4", 200 pounds. Like get no better than that. So I believe our running back room is the best in the district.
Coach, how important is it to have that 2 or 3-headed monster based on how you run out of the spread?
I think, I'm going to take, David talked about himself a little bit. David is more of a slasher. Zaid's more, he's a slasher power guy. And like they said, Jameek's a sophomore. He ain't got nothing but power. He's just a big lug. He's almost 210, 15 pounds, and right at 6'3". I think it's big. I mean, whenever we've had chances to make it deep in the district, we've had 2 or 3 running backs. If you can't run the ball in the Seminole district, you're not going to be very good. You can be fancy and you can go throw the ball and lift yourself and all that, but at the end of the day, you got to run to win. And in this district, if you're not good up front, we're in trouble. And I think what we have this year that we haven't had in the past, and truth will be in the pudding, but proof will be in the pudding. But we have the 3 kids I feel like can definitely run the football in this district. But more importantly, this year, what we haven't had maybe in the last 2 years, we're pretty good up front. I really like our O-line, the way they've gelled together. And putting it together, I think that we have a good opportunity to run the football in this district.
Moving the Jug Bowl up this year, what is that game going to be like? What do you guys go into that game, thinking, I guess?
Right now, we just want to win. We're 0-2. We can talk about my record. I've been here 14 years. I'm 11-3. I don't mean nothing. We're 0-2 the last 2 years. We have a bad taste in our mouth. We left out of there last year. I can't answer anyway. Just we can't wait till that night. That's one of the ones we have marked, highlighted, underlined, circled, starred, whatever on our schedule. But our road to there is not going to be easy. In between there, we got a scrimmage against GW Danville, one of the better teams around here. We got William Fleming, which made it deep in the playoffs last year in a benefit game. And then we travel, dumb head coach, athletic director, I guess I'd be the same person me. We scheduled the number 1 team in West Virginia coming out. They're 14-0. They averaged over 53 points a game last year. They gave up only 9 points a game. I didn't know this till the other day. Not one of their games went the distance. Every single game was a running clock. So they beat everybody at least 35-0. All right, so they're pretty good. So we're going there 5 hours away, all right, in their house, and it's a city that has 13 state championships. But I wouldn't do it, and I wouldn't feel confident about it if it weren't for these 2 guys and the rest of my seniors beside me. And one thing I would like to talk about too is, we talk about offense all the time. You mentioned slash, and we got this and that. Zaid's going to end up starting right now. He started 11, 12, so he's 24. This will be his 25th start against Bridgeport. And he started since he was a sophomore. And our defense has been pretty good. We weren't that great on offense in 2023. Our defense kept us into every single game. And like I said, I had 6 sophomores starting on defense at that point in time. Not all are still there or still starting, but we have a great number of them that are. Last year, our defense was pretty daggone good. If you look at the numbers in the district, we ended up being, I think, 2nd in the district, first in the district in the regular season, obviously. And you take away the LCA games, we didn't give up a whole lot of points. I think we're still only an average of like 12 to 13, 14 points a game. So our defense is where we've been hanging our hat the last 2 years. And I think that all starts with Zaid. He has to call all the fronts. He puts us in all of our checks. And, he's definitely the captain of this team in terms of the defensive part of it. And I've got 4 or 5 definite leaders. 2 of them are sitting beside me. But I do think that where we start and where we end right now at Heritage Football, when we put a stamp on thing, is on the defensive side of the ball. So I just wanted to mention that. I think that sometimes that gets overlooked because of what we do on offense.
Offensively, how good's the line?
I think they're pretty good. I think we got the most depth we've had in the last 3 years. And I think defensive line, we might have a chance to even get some kids some rest this year compared to in the past. Now, you're in the Seminole district. That could change week 1. If you get through this thing healthy, that's an if. You got to get through healthy. And you go through the Glasses, the Amherst, the Rustburgs, the LCAs, those teams. I mean, Jefferson Forest, and you're not going to stay very healthy. So, that's a big part of it.